I have to stay home tonight. She's in love with him. Very much. She's in love with him. Very much. Tonight. You've been out far too much lately. I have to stay home tonight. She's in love with him. Very much. She's in love with him. Very much.
tonight. You've been out far too much lately. I have to stay home tonight.
She's in love with him. Very much.
don't want you going out tonight. You've been out far too much lately.
I have to stay home tonight. She's in love with him. Very much.
Season 10 Online Battle. I'm Roxy, the commentator tonight. 歡迎嚟到藝鬥現場第10季，我係你哋嘅 MC Roxy。ARTBAT is a digital live drawing competition which 2 artists will be battling according to the topic given on the score. ARTBAT Live 藝鬥現場係一個嚟自香港嘅現場電繪比賽平台。每場賽事嘅2位 artist 需要喺20分鐘內，根據由電腦隨機抽選嘅題目嚟完成作品。Celebrating ARTBAT Live's 10th season, we are thrilled to announce a new theme, all-around photo illustration challenge. Contestants will have to create their own original characters or creatures based on random topics composed by one adjective plus one noun and draw over photos. 為咗慶祝藝鬥現場踏入第10個季度，我哋又有新玩法啦！今季特別加入新主題 All Around 照片策劃挑戰。參賽者必須喺大會提供嘅照片上面，根據由一個形容詞以及一個名詞組成嘅隨機題目，繪製原創嘅角色或者生物。Can't wait to experience the new ARTBAT! And first of all, we're delighted to introduce our featuring photographer of this very, very special season, Raiden. 即刻嚟介紹我哋今季嘅合作攝影師 Raiden 啦。Raiden learned as a Hong Kong-based cityscape photographer.Most of his photos capture the night sceneries of big cities. Thanks to the time staying in Japan for almost a year, Raiden took a series of landscape photos from the countryside to the city, from mountains to some of the most crowded streets. He also produces commercial food photography for different brands as per his expertise in the coffee industry that he hopes to combine the art of photography and coffee beverage.Raiden 係一位城市攝影師，佢大部分嘅照片都以捕捉城市嘅夜景為主。喺日本生活咗將近1年嘅時間入面 ，Raiden 拍攝咗一系列遊走鄉村同埋城市嘅風景照，由山區去到最繁華嘅街道，都喺佢嘅鏡頭之下。佢同時為唔同嘅品牌進行商業美食攝影，希望根據佢對咖啡同埋攝影藝術嘅專業知識迎合合兩者。Tonight is the 4th day of Season 10, the Battle of Group D. The champion of this season will win $300 cash prize, your special edition, Instagram ARTBAT t-shirt, and your winning piece will be tokenized as NFT. 今日係嚟到第10季嘅第4日啦，亦即係 D 組嘅初賽。講多一次，冠軍嘅獎項有啲咩啦？分別有獎金300蚊嘅美金，你亦都會獲邀推出你嘅個性化 AR 濾鏡 T-shirt， 以及我哋會為你嘅冠軍作品免費轉換成 NFT 㗎。We have personalization design platform Percentees as a partner again this season。同以往一樣，我哋有個性化設計平台 Percentees 做我哋嘅拍檔。Tonight we are honored to have CK 勒強、Sam Cha and Na Lok Lok being our judges of Group D。今晚好榮幸可以邀請到姜志傑、謝心龍耳同埋內樂樂擔任我哋 D 組嘅評審。Kung-Chi Kid studied illustrations and design in college, always fond of sci-fi and fantasy stories. He added these elements into his comic creations. In 2016, he started his comic project, Comic O, which is a joint project with a group of other local artists.姜志傑佢修讀插畫設計課程出身，佢熱愛科幻同埋異想天開嘅事物，所以經常將呢一啲嘅元素擺入佢嘅漫畫同埋插畫作品入面。2016年，佢策劃推出獨立漫畫雜誌 Comic O， 集合咗幾十位本地漫畫家嘅原創短篇漫畫合集。Sam Cha, he is a Hong Kong comic artist with over 20-year experience in creating comics. He is very skilled in drawing horror and zombie themes. In 2019, he collaborated with 3 other local artists for audio art exhibition and was also invited to Harvard and Brainy Gallery. 謝心龍耳，佢係一位香港漫畫家。90年代，佢入職漫畫製作公司擔任製作助理。 20幾年嘅漫畫製作經驗，以畫喪屍同埋驚慄題材見稱。佢嘅作品包括二戰、不是人間、香港緊面等等。2019年，佢聯同 Pencil、Felix 同埋姜志傑以及香港奧迪車行舉行聯合畫展，並推出聯合畫集 Rambler。同年11月，佢獲比利時 ARTBAT and Brainy Gallery 邀請參加紀念柏林圍牆倒下30年嘅國際聯合畫展。Now Lok Lok is one of the committee members of the Hong Kong Society of Illustrators, graduated from the Hong Kong Polytechnic University with a master's degree in design, and was awarded a scholarship for master's degree in visual arts painting, University of Latvia. He has launched a series of picture books showing the dark side of human nature in the disguise of fairy tales. The stories attempt to engage his readers to know the dark side of the real world and learn how to deal with it. Now Lok Lok has won several awards, including the first runner-up of ACG Illustration New Star Award 2018 and the Top 10 Young Artist Award 2019。內樂樂，佢係香港插畫師協會嘅委員，畢業於香港理工大學設計學碩士課程。之後，佢更獲頒獎學金去到拉脱維亞藝術學院攻讀視藝碩士。佢推出嘅暗黑繪本系列，以童話包裝黑暗，打破一般嘅童話傳統，諷刺現實醜惡嘅一面，俾讀者了解社會嘅陰暗面，並學識點樣去應對。其中嘅繪本《跳下去的一秒》喺2018年成功申請第6屆動畫支援計劃初創企業動畫撥款製作動畫，並且獲得優異獎。此外，佢更加獲得2018年原創漫畫新星大賽亞軍，以及2019年青藝節青少年藝術家年賞多媒體組別10大青少年藝術家殊榮。We also want to take this opportunity to thank Wacom Hong Kong for sponsoring this event and banner support from Tencent We Start。喺呢一度再一次多謝我哋咁多位評審，以及多謝可以得到 Wacom 贊助我哋嘅活動，同時亦都要多謝場地支援 Tencent We Start。Before we officially begin, let's welcome our Group D contestants. The first match, we have Shuilam Wong from Hong Kong versus Savvy Kid 78 from Britain. The second match, starting from 8:45, we'll have PuppyGoji from Australia versus RaoAmandeep from Hong Kong. 喺賽事正式開始之前，一齊嚟睇下我哋今晚 D 組有邊幾位參賽者先啦。佢哋分別係第一場賽事有嚟自香港嘅 Shuilam Wong 對戰嚟自英國嘅 Savvy Kid 78。第二場賽事由8:9開始，我哋會有嚟自澳洲嘅 PuppyGoji 對戰嚟自香港嘅 RaoAmandeep。And don't forget to vote for your favorite artist on our Twitch channel here. The voting session will begin in the last 10 minutes of each battle. Please find the voting link in the comment. 觀眾投票將會佔 artist 總分嘅10%， 一定要記住喺我哋嘅 Twitch channel 投選你中意嘅 artist。投票環節會喺每場比賽嘅最後10分鐘進行，到時留言區亦都會公佈投票嘅 link。你嘅一票非常之緊要㗎。Let's not wait. So the first match will have Shuilam versus Savvy Kid, and the photo of today is this photo taken by Raiden Learn. I believe this is a photo taken on a sheltered bridge, and the time is unknown because the windows of the bridge are blocked by the iron panels. The light source leads your eyes to the other side of the bridge, which is also the vanishing point of the picture, so right in the center. And the man is standing there, his back lead, and he turns back. 呢張照片就係今日嘅賽事會用到嘅相片啦。咁相信咧呢個係可能係一個有蓋天橋或者係隧道裡面嘅一張照片啦。咁佢嘅消息點係喺中央啦，呢一點啦。咁有一個男人咧就企喺呢一個 tunnel 嘅末端或者中心呢個位置啦，然後佢係背光嘅，好似有少少微微轉身咁樣望翻向鏡頭嘅方向咁樣。個色通咧都係比較暗沉啲嘅，地下充滿住唔同嘅質感同埋 texture 咁樣。好啦，事不宜遲啦，我哋嚟抽第一場 battle 嘅題目就係 Daisy Charm。好，咁啊，第一場賽事嘅題目就係 渾圓嘅魅力 ，Dizzy 即係有少少暈暈地啊、眼花嗰種感覺咁樣啦。Charm 就係魅力嘅意思啦。So the topic is dizzy charm. Dizzy means dazzling, or feeling a bit uncomfortable. Charm, charisma, beauty, etc. Okay, before the countdown begins, let me introduce the artist's style to our audience first.
She's in love with him.
Shui from Hong Kong. She used lines with writing brush quality with a revived color tones. And the artist has produced many sketches related to a variety of music performances. Shui has a loose control of line flow, resembling the dynamic and rhythm within music itself. And for Savvy from Britain, his art is greatly affected by the graffiti style, as you can see in his profile pic, right? And the emotion, the colors, and line works are sharp and wild. In contrast with Shui, Savvy Kid tends to create concrete and thick black lines, and he often uses indigo in his color sets. 嚟自香港嘅阿水，你可以好輕易咁樣認到佢嘅作品啊，通過佢嗰啲毛筆嘅筆觸啦，並且咧佢嘅用色咧係佢嘅作品入面嘅用色都係非常之多彩、非常之鮮豔嘅。咁阿水之前有畫過一大批嘅作品咧，都係同唔同類型嘅音樂表演有關嘅。之前亦都有搞過自己嘅 show 啦。佢嘅線條咧，因為頭先亦都有講過嗰個質感啊，係同毛筆啊或者係手泥筆嗰類嘅感覺咧係比較相近，所以咧佢對線條嘅控制咧係比較自由奔放啲。令你諗起好似音樂裏面嘅嗰種rhythm 啊，或者嗰種 dynamic 咁樣。而嚟自英國嘅 Savvy Kid， 佢嘅風格咧非常之有 graffiti 街頭藝術嘅感覺啊！咁你喺佢嘅 icon 嗰度都見到啦，就係呢個 artist 佢嘅用色啊，佢嘅線條。同埋佢畫嘅嗰啲角色嘅情緒、個性格咧，都係俾人嘅感覺係好大膽啊 ，wild 咁樣嘅。咁佢同阿水一樣咧，都係好着重線條嘅 quality 啦。咁但係佢嘅風格就唔係好一樣啦，因為咧佢傾向係會畫一啲比較實，同埋仲有硬啲、粗啲嘅一啲黑色線條，係啦。咁喺賽事正式開始之前咧，我哋就會有少少時間咧，可以進行 brainstorm 㗎。咁咧，我哋可以喺呢個時候咧，再觀察多啲佢張照片，因為頭先都係好快咁樣講下咁樣啦。咁你亦都可以留意咧，頭先講地下嗰度係充滿 texture 嘅，咁而上面個天花板嗰個位置咧，反而係暗啲啦，因為上面似係有一個壞咗嘅光管咁樣。然後咧，佢嘅地下上面係有啲好似油漆啊，或者係有啲污跡，似係一個好舊嘅一個天橋或者過道咁樣啦。咁點解會咁暗？除咗係因為有盞燈壞咗之外咧，就係因為佢嘅suppose 睇落原本似係窗口啊，而且係通風嘅位置咧，都係俾鐵板封住咗嘅。好啦，咁賽事咧已經開始咗20秒啦。 兩位 artist 都啱啱開始咗落筆去 sketch 一啲嘢出嚟。咁水嗰邊咧就畫咗一個好似漩渦啊，或者係似漣漪咁樣嘅一個形態嘅線條啦，用黃色嘅 brushstroke。然後咧，佢啱啱咧就用一個偏藍色嘅 brush 咧，似係描繪緊一個角色出嚟啦，好快已經。呢個角色咧有啲似係舉高起咗佢兩隻手啦，然後咧兩隻腳咧係彎曲咁樣，佢成個身體嘅嗰個 gesture 嗰個動態咧都係順住嗰個漩渦或者順住個漣漪咁樣，跟住好快又用紫色咗畫另外一隻出嚟咁樣。而Safety Kit 嗰邊咧，佢就喺個天橋嘅右方啦，畫咗一個有一對惡魔角嘅一個角色啊，之後咁呢一個角色咧，佢伸出咗佢隻手，似係攬住咗呢個人。Okay, so in the very beginning of the battle, Shui introduces a series of radial lines with the yellow brush. Looks like ripple or swirl. And it also follows the same vanishing point as the original picture. And afterwards, she uses the pale blue, pale purple, and pink brush to paint 3 characters whose bodies flows with the ripple itself or the waves. And on the other hand, Safety Kit is depicted a demon-like creature with a pair of horns, and this creature is reeling its arm, trying to hug the man at the center of the picture. And then he uses also a pale blue to paint the eyes of the creature or the character. 係啦，然後咧 Safety Kit 嗰邊咧都係見到果然呢一個嘅角色咧係似係攬住咗或者圍住咗呢一個中間嘅男人咁樣啦，跟住之後佢就用淺藍色或者一個熒光藍色去畫佢隻眼啦，似乎係慢慢咁樣進行緊一個上色嘅階段啦，一步一步嚟咁。而水嗰邊咧就進展非常非常之快，已經加咗好多嘅 content 喺佢個畫面入面。例如咧，頭先除咗見到佢加嗰主要3隻嘅體型大啲嘅角色之外啦，咁亦都加咗幾隻白色嘅好似ghost小鬼咁樣嘅嘢，都係隨住個漩渦喺度漂浮緊。咁然後咧，中心嘅嗰個男人咧，好似係戴咗一個啲法師嘅帽啊，跟住披住一個披肩，一個斗篷，好似一個法師嘅形象啊。咁咧，要去 present Daisy 呢個概念咧，的確用到一個漩渦嘅線條咧，係非常之對應題目嘅。咁可能咧，所謂 DC Charm 個發出嗰個 charisma 本身嘅嗰個角色咧，可能就係中心嘅呢一個好似巫師咁樣嘅人物啦。 and the drawing pace of Shui is really, really fast. Apart from the 3 characters she created before, she immediately adds some more litigals in white. Also, the body flows with the swirl, and she also makes some edits over the man in the center, so that the man is wearing a hat and a claw, which makes him look like a sorcerer or a wizard. And it is a very smart choice to present Daisy by drawing a swirl or a ripple, because it is a dazzling symbol, right? Visual symbol. And I believe the character who is representing the word charm would be the sorcerer-like man in the middle. So now the canvas of Shui is full of contents, and just now we can notice she has started to adjust the overall tone of the background image as well, like adding the layer with semi-transparent blue there. On the other hand, Savvy Kid is painting the dragon, I believe it's dragon or dragon-like creature. This dragon looks dazzling, maybe mesmerized by the charm of the angel in the middle, because the artist transformed the man in the middle into an angel by adding the angel ring and a pair of wings. And the dragon itself has a combination of purple, fluorescent green, and some yellow effect lines emanating from his body. I would say the color of the dragon looks rather devilish, in contrast to the pure white of the angel in the middle. 而 Savvy Kid 嗰邊咧，啱啱嗰幾分鐘咧一直都係畫緊嗰個睇落去有啲似龍嘅一個生物啦，係咪？雖然唔係 exactly 係龍啦，因為佢有對腳喺度啦。咁然後咧呢一個嘅生物咧，或者我可以稱佢為一個好似惡魔咁樣嘅生物啦，因為佢用到嘅 colour tone 咧都係一啲邪惡系嘅色啊，比如說係紫色啊，呢個熒光綠色再加埋呢個桃紅色啊，都係好典型嘅一啲惡魔系嘅色調。咁而中間嘅嗰個男人咧，已經俾佢 transform 成一個天使咁樣啦，因為你見到佢係帶住一個天使嘅光環，然後有一對翼。佢雖然咧個身體好細小啊，對比起嗰個惡魔本身個身體好巨大，咁但係咧佢嘅 charm 係好強啦，同埋咧配合埋嗰個畫面入面個天橋本身嗰度發光嘅嗰個位置啦，好似係啲光係由個天使自己發出嚟咁樣啦。咁而個惡魔咧就情不自禁咁樣受佢吸引。So may I describe it as a devil, and though the the angel is rather small in size in comparison with the devil, who is a giant, but its charm is so strong that this attracts the devil so much, and the light source in the middle of the picture originally is turned into it now looks like that's the light emanated from the angel himself, which is a really nice transformation or detail here. All right, so 11.5 minutes past. May I remind our audience that you can now vote for the artist with better performance in this battle, and your vote, the vote result, will contribute to 10% of the artist's final score in this battle. 好啦，咁我哋呢個時候咧，又望下阿水嗰邊個進展係點樣啦。咁咧之前偷偷瞄咗2秒咧，都見到佢係喺度加緊一啲細節位，俾一啲咁多隻小精靈啊或者小鬼咁樣嘅角色啦。例如咧喺啲大隻啲嘅生物嘅角色身上面咧，加咗一啲好似暈陀陀咁樣嘅表情啦，或者好不受控制咁樣嘅一啲 gesture。然後咧嗰啲白色嘅鬼仔咧就係半夢半醒咁樣啦，有啲擘大開眼，豆豆眼。咁啊，兩邊用嘅顏色咧都係非常之，亦都係偏向係鮮豔系嘅啦，基本上係比較 pop color 啲啦，並且係好用到非常之多嘅 hue。So in the past few minutes, you can see Shui keeps on adding more details like the facial expression, add details to the gesture of the characters, like dazzling eyes.好，時間剩低6分半嘅。And both artists use quite a lot of hues here. Really vivid choices of color, pop color plates. And they do use similar visual language, such as the multiple rings as well.咁然後咧，見到 Savvy Kid 嗰邊咧，就係佢嘅上色 technique 就即係開始展現翻佢嗰個個人風格啦，即係唔淨止係上個底色啦，係加咗呢一個少少嘅 highlight。咁但係咧，佢哋兩者都好咧，喺嗰個線條粗幼嘅處理度咧，仍然係有唔同嘅。雖然一開頭見到佢哋畫主要嘅角色嘅時候，好似都係用緊差唔多嘅 brush 咁樣啦，感覺上，但係咧會見到阿水嗰邊處理嗰個 ripple 嗰個漩渦嘅時候咧，佢嘅 brush size 係有 keep 住變嘅。 同埋畫一啲細小啲嘅角色嘅時候咧，係會用明顯細好多嘅一啲線條啦，畫表情嘅時候都係啦，或者畫嗰啲黃金色嘅頭環嘅時候，係啦，嗰啲 effect lines 都係用細小啲嘅幼啲嘅線條。咁但係 Savvy Kid 嗰邊咧就相對嚟講佢嘅不粗幼咧都係冇乜點變過嘅，即係即使你見到佢畫唔同類型嘅 effect lines 都好啦，或者畫嗰啲好似雷射式咁樣發緊出嚟嘅 waves 都好啦，嗰啲 radio waves 都係冇變過嗰個線條粗幼嘅。And though there are lots of similarities between the techniques or visual language used by the two artists, but one of the differences is the brush size. So Shui uses she adopts a greater change in brush size while drawing different things, like she used thinner stroke to draw further objects and thinner strokes to paint the bodies of the little girls in comparison with three huger characters. But Savvy Kid would tend to use almost the same brush size. Even the radio waves depicted in the very beginning, also the artists use the same brush size. Oh, but just now he does a thinner one to paint their necklace. But I'll mention that the brush itself has a certain dynamic in the thickness. 好，咁最後嘅2分鐘入面，我水嗰邊就即係不斷都係搞多啲 details 啦，我哋頭先見到佢加嘅一啲頭上面嘅嗰啲黃金嘅圈圈啦，而嘅 Savvy Kid 嗰邊咧就係用一個熒光藍綠色，並且係另外一種嘅 brush 啦，呢一種 brush 咧睇落去似chalk 多啲嘅，或者係 sponge 咁樣，跟住咧佢再 outlines 嗰個惡魔咁樣嘅角色啦。咁啊，最後嘅1分鐘啦。咁去到而家差唔多最後咧，見到 Savvy Kid 嗰邊咧，主要佔據嘅畫面最多嘅咧，始終都係一啲嘅暗色啦，連同佢本身畫嘅嗰啲線條同埋嗰張相本身所帶有嘅一啲 tone。咁而 Shuilam 即係阿水嗰邊咧，見到佢個畫面咧，而家都係俾一啲比較光亮嘅顏色扣嘅。So at the end, Shui's painting is covered by brighter tones in comparison with Savvy Kid's ones. The overall tone of the whole canvas remains darker or more conflicting. All right, so the last 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time's up. Please stop drawing and please enlarge your canvas so that our audience and judges can see your painting clearly. Thanks. 係啦，請放大你嘅畫布。 令到評審同埋觀眾都可以清晰咁樣見到呢個畫面。咁接住落嚟咧，我哋就會進入訪問 artist 嘅環節啦。請稍等。So afterwards, we'll interview the two artists. Please wait. Hello， 我水聽唔聽到？
我聽到。
Hello， 歡迎嚟到 ARTBAT 蟻鬥現場啊！
係，唔該晒。
係咁啊，見到咧你超級快手啦，即係好快已經 fill up 咗個畫面，有好多個角色同埋呢啲角色入，同埋可能我哋今次嘅賽季入面咧，都第一次見到會將畫面擺到咁豐富，同埋基本上係超多 edits 嘅一個作品啊！可唔可以同我哋 share 一下你嘅作品後面個 idea 係點樣咧？
其實我係諗住，因為佢個 theme 係 Dizzy and Charm 啊嘛，咁其實我係諗緊 Charm 其實你可以 interpret as a spell， 咁就 Dizzy spells 咁咯，咁就因為我係睇到嗰張相係中間有個人啦，咁佢係好似有少少 suspicion 啊，好似可以當係一個 wizard 咁咯，所以我就其實初係諗住佢係一個 wizard 嘅，咁佢就貪咗好多呢啲怪物啦，或者呢啲 character 啦，咁係有一個夠啦，咁我就其實我中意畫嗰陣時咧就好豐富啦，所以搞到成個好似有啲少少 psychedelic 啊，係少 psychedelic 啊，咁有 dizzy 啦，咁又有呢個 spell，like under the spell 咁咯，即係好似操緊佢哋，所以我就中意用好多 brush 嚟代表呢個 action， 咁呢個 energy 啦，即係好似係咁轉嚟轉去。
我望到幅畫我都會覺得有少暈陀陀咁樣嘅感覺。係。咁啊，多謝你解釋一個咁奇幻嘅 idea 啦。接住落嚟咧，我哋就會幫你interpret 頭先嘅 description 做英文，然後就會interview 你嘅對手。咁啊，唔該晒你，並且祝你好運啦。Thank you. Alright, just now we have asked Shui to explain her idea behind her painting. So the word Dizzy Charm, she interpreted charm, this word, into spells. And initially, she has noticed that the figure in the middle looks very suspicious. So she transformed this character, this guy, into a wizard, such that this wizard used some sorcery to mesmerize some monsters or other creatures in the world, and they are all entering this trap of spells produced by the wizard. All right, so that's it. And the next we'll interview her opponent, Safety Kit. Please wait.
I love the story behind it.
Hello, Savvy Kid.
Hi, how are you?
Hello, welcome to ARTBAT.
Hi.
And hope that you enjoyed the battle.
Yes, I enjoyed it very much. Thank you. It's my first time. Good experience.
I've noticed that you have created a great contrast or conflict between the angel and the demon-like creature. Can you explain the idea behind your speed paint?
Yeah, so the idea, I just kind of went with like a character, a monster, sort of, and then he's the dizzy person and the angel, and he's wrapping his arms around him in love, showing love that demons can get along in this world. So that was my idea with that, and I just wanted to use some colors. Initially from the beginning, I forgot to change my layer, so I was drawing on the actual picture, so it limited me a little bit at the beginning, but I kind of try to improvise, throw a little graffiti and stuff in there, and but it looks, the competition was great.
Yeah, and sometimes the mistake will make you become folder and you
Yes,
could make
yes.
some file
Yeah,
changes,
exactly. So
file
I'm
edit.
steady trying to improvise the artwork, but you know, I think it came out decent.
I think it is a really passionate and romantic piece, and I hope that the audience will also love it. And thank you for sharing. Afterwards, we will be waiting for the scoring from the judges. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
好，咁我哋頭先咧就問咗 Savvy Kid 同埋佢就同我哋講咧，其實你一開頭佢唔小心咁樣直接畫咗喺張相同一個 layer 嗰度，跟住嗰一下有少少驚驚地、慌慌地啦。咁但係後來發覺唔緊要喎，其實我好似越創作越即興創作咧，越嚟越大膽咁樣啊。咁啊，佢呢一個作品後面個 idea 咧就係講有一隻怪獸啦，可能喺呢一個嘅隧道或者呢個天橋上面咧遇到一個天使，然後咧佢就受佢吸引，佢就愛上咗呢個天使，跟住咧佢嘅雙眼咧都係一心一意咁望住佢啦，非常之為佢着迷咁樣嘅。係啦，咁啊兩位嘅作品都係有唔同嘅背景同埋唔同嘅風格啦。咁啊唔知我哋嘅評審同埋觀眾中意邊多啲啦。好快咧就會有結果，咁陣間咧就會公佈，咁啊大家就請稍等啦。風格啦，唔知我哋嘅評審同觀眾中意邊多啲啦。好快咧就有結果，咁陣間咧就會公佈。Hello everyone, we have the result for the first battle of Group D here. So the points for them are 76 versus 65. So 76 from Shui versus 65 from Savvy Kid. So congratulations to Shui, you're the winner of this battle. And also thanks for the great story and great art from Savvy Kid. Hope that we can see you in future ARTBATs. 好，咁今場賽事嘅勝出者就係阿水啦，佢會進入我哋 Group D 今晚嘅最後一場賽事㗎。咁啊，亦都好多謝 Savvy Kid 嘅參與，希望佢之後都會參與 ARTBAT， 然後帶更多嘅作品俾觀眾啦。咁啊，下一場嘅賽事咧就會有另外兩位嘅選手啦，就係嚟自澳洲嘅 PuppyGoji 對戰嚟自香港嘅 RaoAmandeep。Okay, so the next battle, which will be starting within few minutes, and we will have PuppyGoji from Australia versus RaoAmandeep from Hong Kong. 好咁啊，好快就會有下一場嘅賽事啦，大家去完廁所就好翻嚟睇比賽啦。Okay, so see you later. Hello everyone, welcome back to ARTBAT Season 10. You are now watching the second match of Group D. 各位歡迎翻到嚟 ARTBAT 嗌到現場第10季。你而家睇緊嘅係 Group D 分組賽嘅第2場賽事。So this battle, we have PuppyGoji from Australia versus RaoAmandeep from Hong Kong. 今場賽事有嚟自澳洲嘅 PuppyGoji 對戰嚟自香港嘅 RaoAmandeep。然後我哋再嚟睇下今晚咁多場 battle 入面都用到嘅呢一張照片啦，就係由攝影師 Rayden 拍攝嘅呢一張相片。相片入面咧見到有個人企咗喺一個密閉嘅天橋上面，佢咧係背住光嘅，然後回望緊鏡頭呢一邊。咁樣光源喺遠呢個位置啦，因為近鏡頭嘅一啲位置咧嗰陣燈咧係壞咗嘅。地上面有一啲污跡啊，似乎係一個好舊嘅一個tunnel 或者一個天橋。So again, we will use the same photograph taken by Rayden Leung. So in this picture, we can see a man is standing in the middle of a sheltered bridge, and this guy is in backlit and he turns back.Look at the camera, and the light source is a bit far away from the camera itself, but still we can notice there are lots of dirt or paints sticked on the floor. And the topic for this battle is Messy King. 今場賽事嘅題目係凌亂嘅國王。凌亂嘅皇帝咁樣。咁喺賽事正式開始之前咧，咁老規矩，我哋又嚟介紹一下兩位 artist 本身嗰個風格係點樣啦。So as usual, let me introduce the art style of the two artists to our audience first before the battle starts. And Goji, an artist from Australia. Goji is interested in lots of drawing style, and artists can you can often recognize Goji's painting or Goji's character by the pair of devil horns on top of the head of the character. And Amandeep is a returned artist actually, and the artist has joined a few times of ARTBAT before. He has very strong skills in ink paintings. The artist pursues details, and he can produce brilliant sketchwork, very precise line drawing, and he has very mature techniques in hatching or stippling. 而嚟自香港嘅ARTBAT，佢咧係一位之前已經有參加過幾次 ARTBAT 嘅 artist 嚟㗎啦。咁佢有非常之強嘅線條嘅技巧啊。佢嘅墨水嘅作品咧都係非常之多嘅 details 咯，落線非常之準確啦。之前 ARTBAT 入面都見到佢畫嘢唔使打稿咁樣，就不斷咁樣畫落去。佢嘅線係非常非常之準確同埋多細節啦。然後咧亦都係有好成熟嘅一啲 touches， 即係點畫或者係排線嘅技巧嘅。咁佢之前嘅作畫入面咧，多數嘅時候咧都係主要係黑白色噶啦。咁因為呢個可能呢個嘅 presentation 咧就係 artist 本身嗰個強項啦，可能。So basically, Duke loves to produce black and white painting because line works is his strength. So artists focused on this advantage of him a lot in the previous battles. Good luck. All right. So talking about messy king, what comes to my mind is husky. You know, if you know any one of your friend who's keeping a husky, you know the power of destruction of this creature. 咁啊，講到凌亂嘅國王、凌亂嘅 king 啊，咁樣我就會諗起呢個拆家之王哈士奇。如果你有一個 friend 喺屋企有養 husky 嘅，就應該會即係知道啦。即使冇 friend 養，你都應該有聽過㗎。咁或者除咗呢一個可能得意啲嘅聯想之外咧，可愛啲嘅聯想之外咧，咁啊可能會諗起一啲神話啦，例如一啲同混亂啊，或者係同混沌有關嘅神靈。例如我記得喺埃及神話裏面咧，好似係一個叫賽特嘅神，就係代表混亂嘅，象徵混亂。咁佢嘅外形咧係每次出現嘅時候都係會唔同，可能個樣每次都係唔同嘅動物咁樣。我記得係埃及神話入面有一個咁樣嘅神。好啦，咁咧，暫時咧兩位 artist 阿 Deep 嗰邊咧就未落筆啦，可能係一個 brainstorm 嘅時間啦。咁然後咧，Goji 嗰邊咧就見到佢好似話做一個有啲似搖搖咁樣嘅嘢啊，或者係旋轉木馬啦。呢個就或者係 macaron， 呢個唔係好 sure。And 係皇冠啊。Okay. So, oops, almost 2 minutes passed already. So, Goji depicts a crown, a classical crown, and put it on the floor. And also the mantle of the king, I believe, is also abandoned. Just throwing it here. On the other hand, Deep has depicted a man, a silhouette of a man, I believe, at the right half of the canvas. Goji 嗰邊咧見到佢頭先畫咗一個皇冠之後咧，喺隔離咧又好似畫咗一個披肩啊或者斗篷咁樣嘅嘢，係棄置咗喺地下上面嘅。咁啊，似乎係一 set 嘢啦，我諗可能係。然後咧呢一個嘅皇冠同埋呢個斗篷咧擺喺鏡頭近景嘅位置嘅。咁而遠處咧，我哋本身喺照片入面咧已經係有一個人喺度啦。咁睇落去咧就好似係佢放棄咗呢一啲嘅配飾，將佢哋咧就咁抌喺個地下嗰度，然後就咁行走咗。So the crown and the mantle are placed very close to the camera, and at the farther spot on the original photograph, there is a man turning back, look at the camera, So this set looks like a moment when a king abandoned his crown, his throne, just walked away, giving me this feeling. And on the other hand, Deep has produced some curvy lines. Seems that they are sticked to the wall because they follow the perspective, the face of the two sides of the bridge, and the guy depicted very initially has a posture which makes him or her look like a stalker, giving me this feeling. But in any way, because the canvas is rather dark, so can't quite see clearly what is happening there. Oh, okay. So actually this is Crow wearing a crown, the bird is looking at the man in the center of the picture. They are looking at each other and otherwise. And the crow is wearing a grand mantle. Standing in a little bit JoJo-like pose。係啦，咁啊，阿 Deep 嗰邊咧，終於而家佢嘅線條咧係更加嘅清晰啦，就見到佢似乎係畫緊一隻烏鴉，咁啊一個擬人嘅烏鴉啦。咁啊，佢係戴緊一個皇冠，然後咧身上面亦都係披住一個斗篷啊個披肩咁樣啦。跟住之後咧，佢係望向畫面中心嘅呢一個男人。咁由於個男人本身都係望緊向後面，佢哋係好似互相對望緊咁樣啦。咁呢一隻嘅烏鴉咧，佢係少少傾斜咁樣企喺度啦。睇翻個 draft 嘅時候就會見到係。咁咧，然後睇，因為少少傾斜啦，所以令我頭先一瞬間覺得有少少糟臘嘅感覺。咁但係咧，似乎就並不是啊。咁啊，但係暫時而言咧，阿 Deep work on 嘅位置咧都係集中喺個畫布嘅右手邊啦。然後因為佢一路都係用黑色嘅 brush 作畫咁。變相咧，其實尤其是喺畫面上半部分咧，係會好容易睇得唔清楚，只係似係 blur 埋嘅一齊咁樣。唔知佢陣間會唔會用其他嘅顏色啊，或者其他任何嘢去 outline 佢哋啦。And cause Deep continuously use the black brush, so in some parts, especially the upper part of the painting, his illustration just blend with the background. I don't know the artists use other colors to highlight it or use other techniques to make it outstand from the background photograph. And on the other hand, Koji use so actually the white lines are only a draft. The artists use the black brush to redraw the was not dropped it on the floor. Yeah, so this is the sword, the lastly added one. Okay, 10 minutes left. Let me remind our audience that you can now vote for the artist with better performance in this battle. 咁啊，10分鐘已過去啦，又係時間咧提提各位嘅觀眾，你喺留言區咧應該會見到我哋嘅 voting link 㗎，click 入去條 link 嗰度，為你覺得呢一場賽事入面表現得好啲嘅 artist 投出你神聖嘅一票啦。咁其實咧撞到一個咁好似傾一個咁有氣場嘅字眼啦 ，Messi 傾一個聽落去好中二病嘅一個題目啦。咁我覺得咧，本身呢一張照片入面咧嗰一種有少少滄桑嘅感覺啊，或者嗰種暗黑嘅感覺啦，因為見到個地下嘅 texture 咧係充滿質感啦，並且有得紅色嘅有跡喺度，咁啊喺呢一個咁 dramatic 嘅 topic 底下，所以呢一啲都可以成為加強故事感。你都可以借咗呢啲 details 嚟發大佢嚟講你嘅故事啦，我覺得係。咁啊 Deep 嗰邊咧，見到佢係而家係揀緊唔同嘅地方去進行塗黑啦。咁佢之前畫嘅嗰啲旋轉狀嘅線條咧，就會而家成為咗好似浪花咁樣嘅一啲存在啦。並且佢個皇冠咧係用咗白色或者其實唔係白色啦，係一個灰色啦。灰褐色咁樣嚟佔咗個底，令到佢唔會黐落去嗰個相片。So both sides started to color the painting under the coloring stage. For example, they use light gray to paint the crown so that it won't blur with the background together. And in many areas, he painted with black shades. So actually, the whole painting of Deep still remains quite desaturated. On the other hand, Koji used lots of red in her painting. For example, the crown is mainly red in color, also the mantle as well. But you know, red is an existing color in the picture itself because there is a red paint stick on the floor. And in this context of, you know, the topic or the elements, the artists have added into the drawing. The red king now looks like kind of blood color. So this really triggers your imagination, like what have happened to the king. And I remember that they often draws this kind of organic lines to represent the flow of energy or waves or elements from the nature, which is really makes you feel, oh, that is his style. So it looks like that this king in the look of a crow, or the representation of shadow is using a kind of black magic or a spell and trying to chase the man at the end of this tunnel or this corridor. And on Goji's side, this is a completely different story. That is king trying to give up what he had before. Oh, our king has fallen. So there are some poster on the walls, a slogan telling the story that maybe long live the king. Really, this piece reminds me of a song from Coldplay. You know, like 有一首Coldplay 嘅歌，好似就叫係唔記得個名係咪Villa de Vida， 好似係即係 Long Live the King 嘅意思啊，就係講一個王本身去擁有一切，跟住但係咧突然間有一日咧佢就成為咗過街老鼠咁嘅感覺。So it reminds me of a song from Coldplay, which is called Villa de Vida, which means Long Live the King. And a few lines from the lyrics is like, I used to rule the world, sea would rise if I give word. Like 1 minute I hold the key, but the next the walls falls on me, or something like that, I forgot. But 咁啊，兩邊 present 出嚟嘅故事咧，就好似完全唔同嘅。一邊就係講可能係一個王變成咗俾人唾罵嘅過街老鼠咁樣啦，唔知發生咗咩事。咁啊，以前話 Long Live the King 嘅一個標語咧都俾人刪去咗。咁而另外一邊咧就係一個可能係心魔咁樣嘅一個存在啦，或者係一個真係 supernature 嘅一個 supernatural 嘅存在，一個嚟自黑暗嘅國度嘅一個王啊，就想捉另外一個人咁樣，或者係個心魔想捉住個本人咁樣啦。咁啊，陣間好期待去訪問兩位 artist 嘅時間啦。 Okay, so the last 45 seconds. 咁啊，Deep 嗰邊咧，主要咧真係 keep 翻佢加嘅嗰啲 edits 咧，都係用黑白灰啦，同埋有少少嘅淺黃色啦喺入面啦。咁並且咧見到佢畫嘅即係唔單止係純白色嘅，其實係佢畫嘅斗篷啊，或者嗰啲嘅 waves 咧都係半透明嘅。會唔會就係暗示佢並不是一個實際嘅存在，而係一啲想像出嚟嘅嘢咧 ？Okay, so the last 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop drawing, please. And 請停止作畫啦。And please, enlarge your canvas so that our audience can see your painting clearly. Thank you. 咁啊，接住落嚟，我哋就會訪問兩位 artist， 請稍等。We will interview the 2 artists very soon. Please wait. Hello, Goji.
Hi.
Hi, welcome to ARTBAT, and hope that you enjoyed the
Thank you.
Thank you. And this time we have the topic of Messy King. And it seems that you have produced a really dramatic scenes here. I'm talking about the story of King. Can you explain the concept behind the painting to us?
Well, I saw the long hallway and I just thought I'd put something in the foreground, try and keep the person in the middle as the focus, and with their back turned, they're looking back at like something in the past. So I decided that they were like discarding their role as a king, and it was a huge like mess and ordeal, and that's sort of what I tried to tell.
That's so cool. Seeing the process of you drawing, initially I thought it is about a king, like gonna pursue his own liberty or freedom and abandon his throne. But in the middle of the battle, you invert the whole story, and this really surprised us, I think. And thank you for sharing. And afterwards, we'll interpret it in Cantonese. Thank you.
Thank
you.
you. Thank you.
好，咁啊，頭先咧，我哋就訪問咗哥傑啦，佢就同我哋講咧，見到呢個題目，佢就好快就諗到一個即係被逼要放棄佢個皇位嘅一個國王啦。因為咧，佢見到呢個畫面中央嘅人物咧係回望緊嘅，咁並且係背光啦，咁就覺得佢好似係有啲佢放唔低嘅過去，佢係想回望，想攞翻嘅一啲嘢，咁但係冇辦法，佢被逼要離開咁樣。咁所以咧，佢喺近景即係前景嗰度咧，就擺咗一啲皇冠啊，或者係劍啊，同埋嗰個披肩咧，嚟代表呢一啲已經過咗去嘅輝煌咁樣。好，咁接住落嚟咧，我哋就會訪問阿 Deep 啦，請稍等。Hello， 阿 Deep。Hello， 歡迎又翻到嚟 ARTBAT 啦。咁就係好，即係雖然之前都已經 join 過幾次 ARTBAT 啦，咁但係今次係一個完全嶄新嘅挑戰啦。你覺得感覺點樣咧？即係覺得會係以前嘅感覺難啲啊，還是係而家嘅更加有挑戰性咁樣？ 我哋冇官方答案，我哋可以隨便講嘅。
我都呢個會難少少，呢個要配合埋張相個環境去諗。
係，
係
同埋嗰個顏色啊等等啊，可能
係
嚟或者燈光咁樣諸如此類。好的，咁啊，所以中間都見到你有啲猶豫嘅位啦。咁啊，之前嘅 battle 入面可能會見到你十級快手咁樣就已經畫咗超多嘢咁樣。咁可唔可以同我哋分享一下係今次呢個 topic 啊？你所畫嘅呢一個 photo edit 嘅 illustration 入面，你有啲乜嘢嘅故事或者 idea 喺後面咧
？idea 其實我呢個 character 係其實係一陣風嚟嘅，
係
即係佢係我個 idea 佢就其實係佢經過嘅地方就會吹到啲嘢都亂晒咁樣嘅，係。
所以佢就係可以運用風嚟製造混亂嘅一個咁樣嘅感覺。係
啦，就係咁樣類似咁樣嘅角色咁樣咯。所以我顏色嗰啲都即係黑色我就照用嚟做翻佢個 base， 即係等佢強烈啲啦。但係顏色嗰啲我就校翻做半透咁，想有翻少少風吹緊嗰個感覺喺入邊咯。明白，好的，咁啊，多謝你嘅分享啦，同埋仲有呢一個好型嘅一個風嘅混亂之王。咁啊，陣間咧我哋就會幫你將頭先嘅 description 轉譯為英文啦，然後就會等評判嘅 result 啦。咁啊 ，thank you 晒，咁啊，祝你好運啦。好啊，唔該晒。唔該晒。好。Hey, just now we have asked Deep to share the idea behind his painting. So, actually, he wanted to create a king of the wind power. You know, that's why he created those organic swirling lines representing the wind in transparent white colors, semi-transparent white. And the concept of this character is that, you know, this king can control the wind power to blow everything down when he pass through a place. So this is also a moment he create this kind of chaos by the power of wind. Okay, so I think all of you have understood the concept of the two paintings here. Otherwise, we have the research from the judges. Please wait. Hello everyone,
we have a result for this battle here. So the final score for the two others is 86 for Goji versus 75 for Deep. So congratulations to Goji, you won this battle and you will advance to the next battle, which we have in a few minutes. Also thanks for the great art brought by Deep. Hope that you'll join ARTBAT again. 好，咁今場賽事嘅勝出者咧就係 Goji。咁啊，亦都好多謝阿 Deep 嘅參與啦，希望你會再 join 之後嘅 ARTBAT 啦。咁換言之咧 ，Goji 咧就會進入我哋下一場賽事啦，即係喺幾分鐘之後就會即將進行嘅對戰啦。下一場嘅對戰會有啱啱勝出嚟自澳洲嘅 Goji 對戰嚟自香港嘅阿水啊。So for the next battle, we'll have Goji from Australia versus Shui from Hong Kong. The battle will start in a few minutes and 9:30. So stay tuned and come back very, very soon. Hello everyone, welcome back to ARTBAT Season 10. You are now watching the last battle for Group D. So this battle we have Goji from Australia versus Shui from Hong Kong. 各位歡迎翻到嚟《ARTBAT 現場》第10季。你而家睇緊嘅係 D 組賽事嘅最後一場。今場賽事有嚟自澳洲嘅 Goji 對戰嚟自香港嘅阿水啊。兩位都係頭兩場賽事勝出者嚟㗎啦。咁我哋再一次睇一睇今晚所有嘅賽事會用到嘅同一張相片啦，就係由 Raiden Lang 提供嘅呢一張相片啦。相入面咧見到背景咧似乎係一個天橋上面啦，非常之暗嘅感覺，因為咧最近嘅嗰個光管係壞咗嘅。然後咧喺畫面嘅中央啦，有一個男人企咗喺遠處回望緊鏡頭呢邊嘅方向。上面嘅上半空比較暗，下面係光啲咁樣嘅光暗位置啦。So again, we'll use the same photograph for this battle. This photograph taken on a sheltered bridge. Okay, so the topic for this battle is ancient game. Whoa. 好，咁場賽事嘅題目就係古代嘅遊戲啊。咁講起遊戲，古代嘅遊戲啦，可能第一個諗嘅方向可能會諗到係 Olympic Game 奧運咁樣啦，因為喺好耐以前都已經有嘅一個運動。另外一個方向咧就可能係諗到一啲真係棋盤類嘅嘢啦，比如說係圍棋啊，或者係桌上遊戲嗰啲麻雀啦，一定要諗到，跟住或者係corridor 嗰啲咯。遊戲呢個字本身咧，其實已經有好多嘅可能性噶啦，因為亦都要睇你點樣 define 遊戲呢個字，係咪？有啲人對於遊戲嘅嗰個定義咧係可以好廣泛嘅。咁換言之 ，artist 有好大嘅發揮空間去創作佢哋嘅作品啦。So brainstorm time for artists and also for audience. So one direction for this topic is chess and board games in the past, like mahjong in ancient China, or corridor. I believe it is an ancient game from Egypt, as I remember, and Go, or we call Wei Qi in Chinese. And other direction is the Olympic Games, sports. The word game itself already have much excitement within, and the definition of game leaves artists a huge room for imagination. I'm really looking forward to the performance of the two artists in this battle, and a little flashback to the previous battles of Group D, that Shui has produced a colorful piece under the topic of dizzy charm. So she drew a wizard using his spell to mesmerize other little monster in the surroundings, so that they all got dazzling and attracted by the wizard. And the artist has a really fast drawing pace that I remembered in the first 5 minutes. The artist has already covered most of the part and on the canvas. And for Goji, she has just won the battle a few minutes ago under the topic of the Messy King. And the artist produced a piece with a bit of sorrow, in which an old king is forced to discard his role, and so he dropped down the crown, the mantle, the sword he owned when he was still the king, and walked away. But he looks back and seems that the crowd don't want to see him again. And 好咁啊，頭先有少少嘅前情回顧啦，咁啊提翻各位觀眾，究竟呢兩個 artist 本身嗰個風格啊，同埋仲有係今晚頭兩場賽事入面嘅表現係點樣啦？咁嚟自香港嘅阿水咧，就係喺第一場賽事勝出嘅。咁佢本身嘅風格咧嘅落線啦，係有少少似係毛筆啊或者手畫筆嘅嗰一種 brush 咯。咁啊，佢用嘅顏色咧係非常之多彩，好 colourful， 好高飽和度嘅。咁喺今晚第一場賽事入面咧，佢喺 Dizzy Charm， 即係宏遠嘅魅力呢一個嘅題目底下，畫咗一個有可愛嘅奇幻風嘅一個作品啦。就佢將相片中間嘅一個人物咧轉化成一個巫師，然後呢個巫師咧就發出即係使用佢嘅魔咒，使用佢嘅魔法咧，咁啊令到周邊嘅環境咧就好似發出一個波動咁樣嘅嘢，咁啊象徵嗰個魔法本身啦，然後咧就用佢嚟吸引咗或者係迷惑咗一啲嘅小怪獸，令到佢哋咧都係不受控咁樣咧向呢一個巫師飛過去嘅。咁啊當時咧我相信各位觀眾或者評審都會好深刻㗎啦，尤其是有 keep 住睇我哋 Group A 至 D 組賽事嘅觀眾，就係咧佢嘅作畫幅度好快啦，因為咧佢可能喺比賽嘅頭幾分鐘已經將個畫面 fill up 晒，咁然後後面都係喺度不斷加唔同嘅 details 啊咁樣，所以可以話咧佢完成整體構圖嗰個時間較為快啦。咁當然亦都有其他嘅 artist 佢個 approach 未必係咁樣，可能係慢慢逐個 corner 咁樣丟，跟住最後你先會知道嗰個 full composition 係點樣。呢個係另外一個 approach 咁樣啦。咁而Goji嗰邊咧就係正話嗰場賽事嘅勝出者啦。咁頭先我諗大家嘅印象仍然非常之鮮明啦。咁佢所畫嘅題目咧當時就係 Messy King， 佢就畫咗一個咧本來可能係擁有好多榮耀嘅一個國王啦，咁但係可能唔知發生咩事咧，就成為咗民眾所唾罵嘅對象。佢就要擺低佢嘅皇冠，擺低佢嘅劍，擺低佢嘅斗篷，擺喺地上面，然後遠去放棄佢嘅皇位。咁當時嗰個王咧就係呢個畫面中央嘅呢個男人啦。好，咁咧而家睇下兩個 artist 嘅進度係點樣啦。Alright, let's check the progress of the two artists at the moment. For Shui's side, the artist depicted two women, wearing clothes in an Oriental, Eastern cultural style, like a kind of kimono or ancient Chinese clothing. And then they their hand are covering their mouth, such that I guess probably they are laughing at someone, or they are being shocked about some result of the game, probably. And the others also start to add the vigor farther back. 咁咧，水嗰邊咧見到佢係畫咗兩個女人喺個 foreground 嗰度嘅。咁啊，呢兩個女人咧身穿一啲好蓬鬆，個袖好長、好蓬鬆嘅一個服飾啦。睇落去咧有啲似古代東方嘅一啲服飾啊，譬如古代中國啊，或者係和服咁樣啦。咁但係睇個髮型咧就似係古代中國多啲，我相信係。咁然後咧，佢用嘅顏色咧依然係非常之多彩鮮豔啦。咁啊，好短時間內已經用咗4-5隻 hue 落去呢一度，黃色啊、淺藍啊、紫色、粉紅色啊、橙紅色啊等等。咁啊，遠處咧就嗰個男人咧，亦都係開始即係去加啲 edits 落去啦。我其實有少少好奇咧，唔知呢張相入面嘅呢個男人，如果知道我哋呢一場賽事將佢轉換成咁多種唔同嘅形象，唔知佢會有啲咩嘅感覺咧？OK， 咁啊，並且咧佢將地下咧係鋪滿咗嘅紫色嘅。咁而另外一邊廂咧，Goji嗰邊咧就畫住一個似乎係一個對決嘅畫面啊，對決之後嘅畫面啊，只係咧有兩個嘅戰士啊，或者係劍士啦，咁佢哋嘅對決之後，咁咧勝負揭曉咗，咁咧其中一個咧就係勝者啦，就係遠處嗰個黑影嘅人啦。咁然後咧近處咧就係一個嗰個戰服咧都係差唔多樣，但係白色嘅。咁啊，呢個男人咧就半攤喺地上面，跟住之後佢伸出佢嘅左手，似乎咧係想向呢一個勝利者，似乎想挽回啲什麼公道啊，或者講啲乜嘢説話咁樣啦。咁地上面嘅嗰灘紅色嘅油漆咧，呢個時候就真係有少少睇落似血咁樣啦。And on Goji's canvas, you can see it appears to be a moment after a battle, after a duel between two warriors. And of course, one of them becomes a winner and walks away. And another one wearing similar suits, but in white color, and lies on the ground and bearing his hand forward, maybe trying to say some more things to the champion, to the winner in this battle. And it looks like his leg is injured, because the red paint appears to be the blood now. So 8 minutes passed. Probably, I don't know, would it be a new approach for Goji this time? Because the opponents of her in the last battle used mainly black and white. Would she adopt the same strategy this time to handle less amount of heals in this battle, only using black and white? And in contrast, Shui is now really applying lots of heals and textures onto her canvas. Just now, she added a huge area of shades, in a special brush with a really unique textures, making the whole picture more close to the vibe of an ancient painting. Because you know that it's quite close to a wood texture now. 好啦，咁啊，唔知咧Goji嗰邊會唔會因為佢之前上一場賽事嘅對手主要都係用黑白色，今次會唔會可能都唔想處理咁多種色調啊？都係主要用黑白色。好，咁啊，佢加咗一個嘅字落去啊，就係 checkmate 啊，就好似捉棋嘅時候有 checkmate 咁樣啦。所以咧佢嗰個人，即係嗰兩個角色頭上面嘅嗰個十字咧，其實可能就係模仿緊國際象棋入面嘅嗰啲 symbol 啊，個 king 咁樣啦。So Goji add a word checkmate on top of the head of the black guy or black king. So very obviously it is a realistic representation of the international chess. And the cross on top of the two kings' head is actually the same of the king in the chess. 咁而阿水嗰邊咧就係見到佢頭先中途啊，都連個天花板嗰個 texture 都完全改變埋啦。咁啊，但係follow 翻一個相近嘅一個透視嘅形係。咁啊，個天花板嗰度咧就係用咗一隻杏色啦，一隻杏茄色。咁啊，並且咧佢係用一個有啲木紋 texture 嘅一個 brush 去畫嘅，咁啊令到後面好似係一大個木板咁樣嘅好似。然後咧，佢哋喺度玩緊嘅嗰個遊戲咧，其實都係捉緊棋咁樣喎，似乎係，因為見到咧佢畫緊嘅呢一啲嘅粉紅色嘅 shapes 咧，其實咧就係國際象棋裏面嘅嗰啲棋嘅樣啊，只不過係可能係 QQ 版啦。你見到呢一隻馬，呢個戰馬咧，都係一個內蒙嘅笑容嚟嘅。係啦，咁啊呢一個咧同隔離嘅國際象棋咧，完全係一個唔同嘅感覺。Okay, so surprisingly that Shui also add chess onto a canvas, but in an adorable style instead. So she used paint to paint those chess, and she turned the pathway into a chessboard, such that these two ancient lady in the ancient Chinese outfit are playing with the Western chess on a purple and white chessboard. 咁係一個非常之東西交集嘅一個畫面，好用色繽紛之餘咧，佢個元素都係好繽紛嘅。咁而Goji嗰邊咧就用一個比較 focus 嘅 approach 啦，即係佢並冇加好多嘅 edits 入去啦，而係集中咁樣處理。啱啱嗰幾分鐘咧都係集中咁樣處理緊個白色嘅黃嘅形象啊。好啦，咁啊頭先講得太入迷啦，唔記得提各位觀眾啊，係時候咧投出你嘅神聖一票啦。咁啊，今場賽事咧已經係 Group D 嘅最後一場賽事啦。咁啊，而家過咗差唔多14分鐘啦，唔知你心入面會唔會已經決定到邊個 artist 表現得好啲咧？如果你已經落到決定嘅話咧，咁就即刻去投票啦！喺留言區嗰度咧，你應該會見到投票嘅鏈接嘅，咁click入去就可以投票噶啦。Okay, so only 6 minutes left. Let me remind our audience that now you can vote for the others with better performance in this battle. And your result may change the final winner of Group D. Okay, so Goji has created a new layer, adding the grid to it. Seems that she wants to create the chatbot. I'm not sure about that. I just made a guess. And on the other hand, Shui also stopped. Okay, making some fine adjustment, like define clearer lines for the two characters, making more details.好，咁啊喺Goji嗰邊咧，見到佢係畫緊，即係果然係畫緊一個嘅棋盤啦。咁但係咧，佢並冇用嗰個填色嘅功能嘅，可能係因為咧佢所畫線條嘅呢一個 brush 咧，本身係個邊緣咧係有啲粉狀，唔係一個好乾淨嘅嗰類嘅 brush 啦，咁所以就好難直接用填色啦，或者佢想豐富嘅質感，所以並冇咁做啦。咁啊，啱啱咧終於完成咗個棋盤啦。然後咧，我估計佢應該都係想將嗰個橋面咧轉化做個棋盤啦。So I guess she would like to distort the chalkboard so that it fits the perspective of the photograph. Maybe she'll fit it onto the ground. Like Joy, I'm not sure. And the artist did not use the pull and paint function because brush she picked it to paint the lines and not that concrete, not a concrete one. So. And on the other hand, Choi is adding more small objects to the painting, like a cup of tea. .不過咧，其實咧，喺一個咁即係透視感咁強嘅一張照片上面咧，佢而家水所用嘅呢個畫法咧，有少少似係淡化咗嗰個透視感啊，因為咧佢畫嘅嗰兩個 character 咧都係擋住咗個向消失點嘅延長線啦。弱化咗空間感啦，另外佢嘅嗰個棋盤咧都係並不算話非常符合本身後面個空間嘅perspectives 個透視線嘅。雖然咧佢係有少少傾斜啦，咁但係都係有一個錯位感嘅。咁而加上咧本身咧因為佢畫嘅風格，佢採用畫呢兩個主要人物嘅風格咧，都係一個東方嘅，唔止係嗰個服裝啦，連嗰啲線條咧都有少少似係模仿緊嗰啲當時嘅版畫啊，或者嗰種風格嘅 painting 咁樣。咁而嗰種風格嘅 painting 咧，就係佢哋係 好多時候頭先亦都有提到係版畫嗰個 present 嘅形式啦，所以咧呢一類嘅作品入面咧，佢哋嗰個透視感係好弱嘅，或者甚至係冇透視，係好 flat 嘅本身嗰個空間感嚟講。咁所以咧，佢如果係又要配合嗰個景深嘅感覺嘅時候咧，就可能要靠嗰啲遠啊、近啊嘅嗰啲企啦，又或者係再做其他嘅 edits 啦，甚至係會唔會係好似之前嘅嗰場 battle 咁樣完全即係覆蓋原本嘅嗰個照片咧？咁我相信咧評分入面咧就會睇佢呢個嘅覆蓋咧係咪有運用好本身嗰個照片提供嘅一啲嘅線索啦，本身係咪具說服力咁樣啦？Okay, so the last 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time's up. Please stop drawing. All right, please enlarge your canvas so that our audience and judges can see your painting clearly. Thank you. Okay, so the next we'll interview 2 artists. Please wait. Hello.
Hey.
Hi, Goji. Congratulations to you for advancing to the last battle, Group D.
Thank you.
And this time you're not using vibrant color, but instead you handle only monotones. The checkmate in the picture. Can you tell us the concept behind this painting?
Now that I think about it, I should have done something a lot older, but the first ancient game that came to mind was chess. So I decided to take advantage of the limited color palette of like the background, the photo, and keep it black and white. Because chessboards, they are sort of like dirty, they're not always perfectly white, so I decided to draw a very dramatic chess sort of scene where the figure is looking back again, like my other drawing, at this time defeated enemy.
Cool. I believe this is a chessboard which already there are many cruel matches has been held already. Okay, thank you for sharing, and afterwards we'll interview your opponent. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Thank you. 好，咁頭先咧，我哋就訪問咗 Goji 啦，佢就同我哋講咧，見到呢個題目 Ancient Game 咧，已經其實雖然佢有諗過好唔好再畫啲再古老啲嘅題材，咁但係咧，佢都係好自然咁樣就已經聯想到一個chess 嘅嗰個方向啦。咁所以咧，佢就畫咗呢一個畫面啊，就係一個擬人版，一個真實版嘅一個即係捉棋對戰國際象棋嘅一個畫面啦，想 create 一個好 dramatic 嘅感覺啦。咁首先咧，佢就喺顏色嗰度咧，主要都係用咗黑白灰，咁符合翻一個國際象棋本身嗰個 colour palette 嘅感覺啦，同埋仲有加強嗰個戲劇同埋咗一個慘情感。咁然後咧，呢一個嘅棋盤可能隔離咧都係有啲污跡咁樣啦，因為佢未必係一個好乾淨靚麗嘅一個棋盤，佢可能經歷過好多場棋之後咧，已經飽經風霜咁嘅感覺。咁然後畫面咧就另外兩個角色就好明顯啦，一個就係輸咗瞓喺地下嗰個白色嘅王，咁遠處咧就有一個好贏咗回望緊佢嗰個loser。 講 checkmate 嘅一個黑色嘅王咁樣。OK， 咁啊大概就係咁樣啦。咁啊佢嘅 approach 咧主要都係符合想符合翻佢本身嗰個照片個色調同埋佢嗰個主題嘅凝重感咁樣。好的，接住落嚟我哋就會訪問佢嘅對手阿水啦。請稍等。Hello， 阿水。
係你好。
Hello，OK， 恭喜你進入到我哋 Group D 最後一場賽事啦。好，咁啊，今次咧，我哋嘅題目係古代嘅遊戲。咁啊，見到你有一個好多文化交融嘅元素喺入面，可唔可以同我哋嘅觀眾解釋一下你背後嗰個概念係點樣？
係其實我一聽到 ancient 同 game 咧 ，ancient 我就諗起即係古代啲中國嗰啲即係ancient Chinese 啊，但係我諗緊即係我想將個人即係中間個人當畫成好似一個 chess game 裏面嘅意思，但係我諗住會唔會太即係有啲奇怪？即係我又諗住 ancient Chinese 即係 Western chess 咁會唔會有啲衝突咧？咁我諗緊中國有冇啲類似嘅，但係都 end up 都係諗住不如都係衝突啦，冇所謂啦。即係其實當係一個好似一個 fantasy 啦，即係好似古代人玩緊 chess 咁。係明白。
所以喺呢個天橋上面，可能就變咗一個係古代即係中西交錯一個捉棋嘅一個畫面咁樣啦。
係啦。
好的。OK， 咁啊，唔該你嘅 sharing 啦。咁啊，陣間我哋都係一樣會 interpret 做英文，然後就會等評判嘅評分啦。咁祝你好運啦，唔該晒。
好。
Alright, just now we have interviewed Shui. So she told us that ancient game, this topic, after she heard it, she would like to draw ancient Chinese. So that's why she created this two woman character who are dwelling on the next move on the chess. And she also wants to turn the guy in the middle of the photograph into a component on the chess. And she did hesitate whether to make it into a Western chessboard or an other kind of Chinese board games or Chinese chess, but ultimately she decided to draw a Western one. So that is, she transformed this bridge into a space where ancient Chinese and Western culture just cross over. Yes, so that's it. And afterwards, we will be waiting for the scores from judges. Please wait. We'll announce the result very, very soon. Hello everyone, we have the result. Here, so the final score for the two artists is 82 for Goji versus 71 for Shui. So, congratulations to Goji, you are the winner for this battle and you are also the winner of Group D. You advance to the semi-quarter, which will be held next week. And also, thanks for the art brought by Shui. and hope that you join the next season of ARTBAT. OK， 咁啊，所以咧，今場賽事嘅勝出者就係 Goji。咁啊，亦都好多謝水嘅參與啦。希望喺之後嘅 ARTBAT 會見到你嘅身影。咁啊，換言之咧 ，Goji 就唔單止贏咗呢場嘅 battle 啦，佢亦都咧係成為咗 Group D 嘅代表，咁就會進入 quarter final 嘅 ，sorry 係 quarter final。OK， 咁啊，所以咧今晚嘅所有賽事咧都經已結束啦。咁啊，我哋下個禮拜咧就會有總決賽啦。Okay, so all the battles for tonight are completed, and we want to take this opportunity to thank Raiden for providing this great photograph for tonight's battle. And for your information, actually, the person in the middle of the photograph tonight is the photographer himself. That is Raiden. 係啦，咁啊，一個小資訊咧，原來咧喺照片中央嘅嗰個男人咧，就係攝影師嘅本人嚟嘅。唔知佢今晚見到咁多有趣嘅 edit， 咁多有創意嘅 edit 咧，會唔會覺得好開心啊？可能佢發夢嘅時候就發到自己成為咗一個棋盤上面非常之善戰驍勇嘅一個戰士都唔定啦，係啦。咁啊，好多謝 Raiden 啦，咁亦都好多謝今晚嘅嗰位評判啦，包括係 Sam 車、姜子傑先生同埋仲有內樂樂嘅。And we also want to take this opportunity to thank the judges tonight, including Punchy Sam Cha and Nalok Lok. And also like to thank Wacom for sponsoring the event and vinyl support from time since we start, and also our partner Percentages, who provide personalization T-shirt design platform. 係啦，咁啊，亦都好多謝贊助我哋進行賽事嘅 Wacom 同埋仲有場地支援 Ten Since We Start， 亦都係有我哋嘅合作夥伴 Percentages。好啦。咁啊，下個星期五就會有我哋嘅4強嘅賽事啦。咁分別會有 Group A 至 D 組嘅出線者去對戰嘅。咁啊，所以咧 mark it on your diary. So for the next Friday, we'll have the quarterfinals. So mark it on your diary. And also, thanks our audience for voting. And thanks for watching. Goodbye and good night. 多謝觀眾嘅收看啦。咁下個禮拜我哋再見啦，拜拜。
Oh.